Reward specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
And we're back. Pleasant Grove gets out of the inning 1-2-3. Liberty-Eylau had no threatening runners on. Buck Anderson steps up to the plate to kind of try to keep this thing going for the Hawks right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got freshman, sophomore, freshman again. Just the moral of the original thing we talked about earlier with the young guys. I mean, you got Buck, Spencer, and Boozer up who have all had good days. Some hadn't necessarily got hits, but had good at bats. So it'll be interesting to see right here. Pleasant Grove with a chance to kind of put this thing out of reach for the Leopards, and as long as WT's on the mound, I know Ellie feels like they have a chance. So be a big inning right here to kind of see how it's going to play out.
Big swing and a miss there, strike two for Buck Anderson up there. This game, we've seen this game before. You know, last year's series it went PG one game and Ellie the last two. We've seen Ellie down before. We've seen PG down before. And both of these teams aren't going to stop them until these lights are off tonight and they're back home in their beds. So we're going to see some fireworks before this thing's over. And I don't think the score is going to stay this far apart.
No, and I don't think that either. I don't think the Leopards are giving up, and I don't think the Hawks feel like it's over. So you got two competitive groups as Coach Fowler comes out to probably get WT, depending on who they put in. Be interesting to see kind of what situation. But I know the Leopards feel like they still have a chance, and they got a good spot in the lineup coming up to give themselves a chance.
Most definitely. WT able to go out on a high note right there as he strikes out Buck Anderson for the first out of the inning. Coming into the game for the Leopards on the bump is going to be Mr. Richie Plant, a guy I've got to see pitch a few times this year already. Has some nice off-speed stuff, spots up pretty well for a high school pitcher, and he's the guy that can come in and control the ball game.
Yeah, and if he'll just give him a chance, which I'm sure that's what Coach Fowler's thinking, just buy some outs. Like I said, the Leopards have a good spot in the lineup coming up where they feel like they'll have a chance to score some runs. So with one out right here, if you'll just kind of stop gated and give you a chance with bottom half of the Hawks up, I think Coach Fowler and those guys would feel good about it.
When you boil down to it, we're 5 runs. And like I said earlier, it doesn't take much for Liberty-Eylau to put 5 on the board. So, Pleasant Grove doesn't need to take the foot off the gas right now.
Exactly, and I don't think that's anywhere in the minds of that dugout. Coach Fincher, previous coach of the year, he's got those guys ready mentally and physically for this ball game here.
Well, we knew it'd be a bullpen game. I think we all assumed it'd go WT to Cal. Now it's going WT to Richie, which is probably not what Fowler drew up today, but not the end of the world. You're still in a good spot. Again, it'll be interesting to see what the Hawks do in their bullpen. I think it'll probably be Hunter Rose, but you got a bullpen game on one side. Now you got the Leopards trying to get to the pen on the other side and just kind of see how the back end of this game will play out.
Most definitely. Both of these teams have games on Friday as well, so they can't go crazy into the bullpen because someone's got to throw Friday, right?
Yeah, Lou Flanagan threw on Saturday for the Hawks, so I would assume that he'll throw this Friday. As Spencer Browning gets a single to right field.
First pitch, single by the freshman, Spencer Browning. That brings up Ty Boozer for the Hawks.
Yeah, Ty had a huge double earlier, and then the drop third strikeout where he reached on the pass ball.
Yeah, Spencer not really able to extend his arms, but just put the ball in play and runner on base.
Runner on first, 1 out for the Leopards.
That's their eighth hit of the game for the Hawks. Pretty good pitch from Richie Plant right there. That was called a ball.
Miss low and away. Plant trying to get a ground ball to get out of here.
With WT going to second, I mean, you got a good infield as you could ask for. With WT at second, Cal at short, and Tristan or Pipes at third. So anything on the ground for Richie Plant here will have a chance to be a double play ball.
Yeah, this infield right here, kind of the base infield for the Leopards with Tristan Howe at first, WT at second, Cal at short, and Pipes at third. Great infield right there. Boozer squares around the bunt, pulls back on the strike.
Be interesting to see what Coach Fincher's putting on here. A lot of signs being given.
Yeah, I think we can officially say the temperature is now 60 degrees. It's a little chillier than at game time.
Yeah, 60 be gracious probably.
Foul ball straight back from Boozer.
It's a normal summer in the morning, winter in the evening, March day here in Texarkana.
Shorts and long sleeves. Or you can go pants with a short sleeve shirt like Jay.
Exactly.
Jay dresses like he just came from a bank.
Spencer Browning headed to the second. Throw comes in just a little late. He'll be safe.
That'll make it full for Ty Boozer.
Speaking of banking, I will give a shout out to State Bank, one of our sponsors, Gregor Auto, and the Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital.
Exactly.
Without them, we could not be doing this.
Total Medical Supply as well. As Boozer hits one high out in the right field, Hagen Powers is going to settle under it. Brown is going to tag from second. He'll be safe. Pipes having to lay out to save the throw there.
Yeah, good job by Cal on the relay. Got a little wild at the end there, but Richie Plant did a good job of, actually good job all the way around. I mean, Spencer's still in second right there, makes that a productive at bat for Ty Boozer to tag up and go to third, and Richie got what he wanted. He's got 2 outs now, and he's got the 9-hole, and Jace Elrod, who has sack bunted and singled to center field on a breaking ball earlier.
First pitch comes in just a little high, 1-0.
If you're the Leopards right here, this is the guy you got to get out. I mean, you don't want to see Brenton Clark up first and third or anything like that. So I think they'll go right after him. It'll be interesting to see what Jace does.
Second pitch comes in high as well. 2-0 is your count to Jace Elrod. Two-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Pleasant Grove ahead 7-2. That one's going to get away from Richie.
Yeah, big at bat right here again. 3-1 count for Jace, who's been very, very productive in that 9-hole.
And I bet Fincher's probably going to force him to throw a strike here.
And that comes in high. That's going to be a walk for Jace Elrod. Brings up your leadoff batter, Brenton Clark.
Yeah, unfortunate right there for the Leopards. I mean, you can see Rick Fowler letting Richie know that you got to go after the 9-hole right there. But still 2 outs for the Leopards, bringing up leadoff Brenton Clark, who's doubled and singled his last at bat to score 2 runs. So,
yeah, I think Elrod will be on the move here. Anything on the grass may score 2 runs for the Hawks.
Yeah, they've got 2 athletic kids out there, and Browning and Elrod's a great take by Brenton Clark for a first pitch called strike.
Plant able to get in there on the first pitch, get ahead of Clark right here. Breaking ball is a strike as well.
0-2 to Brendan Clark. Looks like Riley just gave the, hey, we're leaving early sign. And there goes Jace.
Ground ball up the middle. Cal's going to have to play it. He falls down.
3-3.
Elrod rounds the bag. He's going to be caught between second and third here. He's out at third. It's going to be the last out of the inning.
They will score a run on that play to make it 8-2. Great play. It all started by a great play by Cal just to keep the ball in the infield. Everything else from there got a little tricky, but it was a very good play by Cal to keep the ball in the grass to get the out to make it 8-2.
Great play by Cal Jones, not able to keep Pleasant Grove off the board. They strike again, 8-2 is your score, and we'll be right back here on Game Day. We're back here at the bottom of the fifth inning. Liberty-Eylau trailing 8-2 to Pleasant Grove right here. Jared Halter still on the bump for the Hawks. Colin Evans stepping into the box for the Leopards here.
Yeah, Colin hit a ball hard to center field his last at bat. Good situation, good leadoff, ideal leadoff. Probably future leadoff when Cal graduates up to give him a chance in the bottom of the fifth here.
Halter gets right in the zone, strike one.
Yeah, you asked a little earlier. I've got Jarrett right at around 56, 57 pitches. I think I may have missed one.
Browning lost that one in the lights, got all the way over there and just couldn't find it. Chance to make a play there.
Yeah, you really would like to see the catcher out there telling him what's going on. Not really anybody saying help, 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 or wall, 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 or anything like that. But, again, unfortunate situation. But
one gets away from Halter, going to be high. Makes the count 2-1. 1-2.
Yeah, I think the Leopards have it wrong on the scoreboard. Zach Doty is more accurate.
Of course he is. Zach the Stat Doty. Shout out to Zach Doty. All the new graphics you guys see popping up on the Game Day streams.
One of the better breaking balls by Halter right there, depth-wise. Just didn't really give himself a chance on the 48-foot breaking ball to make it 2-2.
Evans fouls one down the third base line. Foul. Keeps the count at 2.
Yeah, at this stage in the game, you can definitely start pressing yourself a little bit where you've only got 9 outs left.
Well, now they're down to 8.
Slow roller to the hot corner over to Spencer Browning. That's 3 plays in a row that he's made look like a routine.
I'll tell you, unless my notes are wrong, and Jay will tell me, I mean, there's a chance that Ellie hasn't batted around until the 6th inning.
Well,
they've batted around twice.
They have not batted around twice because you got your number 8 batter right now.
That's hard to score a lot of runs when you don't bat around, for the 3rd time in the 5th inning. So a great job by Jared Halter to limit early damage and got an 0-2 count to Dylan Neighbors in the 8-hole right here.
Coming right at Neighbors.
Neighbors doubled his last at bat.
Fouls one down the first base line. Looks like it may stay in play. Just out of play. Good hustle by Ty Boozer.
It's 3 breaking balls in a row by Jared. It looked like from this angle, we don't have the best angle, but looked like he went 3 straight breaking balls to the 8-hole right here.
Yeah, to think that Liberty-Eylau would only have 4 hits through the bottom of the 5th, I would have lost a lot of money. Based on what I've read about them this year, I mean, their bats has definitely been hot.
Yeah, like they've really had loud outs. I mean, again, they don't count on the board or in the books, but they've had some loud outs. But again, great job by Jared Halter to hold them to 4 hits.
Exactly. A lot of pregame talk leading up to this matchup, and that's one thing that was high on my list for the Leopards was that their lineup 1 through 9 have been productive all year long. So Jared Halter's doing a great job of keeping them at bay right now.
Yeah.
he gets a strikeout right there.
The impressive thing is you could tell from the beginning that Jared, wasn't fresh after throwing on Saturday. So just to come out and compete, and I think he does it as good as anybody on the field, him and Cal and WT. I mean, those guys love to get after it, and you could tell WT probably wasn't fresh either. So sometimes you got to win when you don't have your best stuff, and that's what Jared's done so far, give the Hawks a chance to win.
Do you think Coach Fincher allows Cal to see him for the third time tonight?
I would say yes. I would say the score will dictate a lot of it, but I would say, the only thing with Cal and WT both hitting left-handed, I mean, Hunter would give them a chance, but if they don't have to use Hunter or anybody out of the pen, or the less they have to use them, it sets them up for Friday as well. So I would say yes, just given the score and the lineup situation, but thing about Coach Fincher, you never know sometimes.
0-2 to Hagen Powers here. He's going to run inside. Be ball number 1. 1-2, your count. Yeah, I think Jared looks like he may be getting a little stronger here, so I think we may see Jared a little bit longer than we expected tonight.
Well, his first game out.
Well, as soon as I say that.
His first game out, he pitched a complete game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, now I promise you, he wants to, but as a guy who I've seen pitch more than I probably should, I mean, a 1-2 hit by pitch to the 9-hole is not something he normally does. So you can tell laboring a little bit, but big out. Honestly, this could work out better for the Hawks if they get Cal out right here, kind of break up Cal and WT
in the same inning.
Yeah, it really could be. It could be a good situation for Jared if he'll get out big out right here.
1-0 count. Ball comes in high, makes it 2-0. Cal Jones.
Well, Cal Jones is ready to hit right here 2-0. I mean, he's going to be setting.
Great 2-0 pitch right there.
It's a great take. It's a great pitch, great take. A lot of good baseball going on right now.
Man on first, 2 outs for the Leopards here. Another one comes across the plate high.
5 of the last fastballs Jared's thrown have been a ball, and the 2-0 breaking ball was the strike. So, you kind of wonder on the fastball command as Coach Fincher takes a visit right here.
Yeah, we just talked about that pitch count for Halter and then him pitching on Saturday as well. So we knew that this was going to come at some point. Not saying he's coming out right here, but we knew the mound visits were going to start up and having another option ready in your back pocket.
From where we're sitting, we have no idea if anybody's throwing in the pen right now or really, honestly, if anybody was throwing while they were hitting. But Jay's got the pitch count. There's no way I don't think he could go all 7 either way. So if you're Coach Fincher right now, you're probably just counting outs and getting as many as you can.
Yeah, he's approaching 75 pitches. He's right at around 73.
So probably, just getting as many outs as you can right now. You're 7 outs away from a huge win and would like to make it 6 right here.
Great pitch right there.
I thought he said
strike. I thought the umpire yelled strike. I wasn't sure what that was right there. I think everybody in the park thought it was a strike except for Cal Jones. But nonetheless, 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Leopards.
Bring up Tristan Howe, had an RBI single to third base his last at bat. Also had a sack bunt earlier.
Tristan Howe, a guy that we as a game day crew have gotten to watch grow up through this Liberty-Eylau program and turned into a really, really good player for them.
Oh yeah, great kid, great parents. Just one of the glue guys for what Coach Fowler's trying to build at LE.
1-1 count. Breaking ball just off the plate, bringing the count to 2-1.
You got to wonder if this will be Jared's last hitter with a chance for WT to come up bases loaded. So I'm sure he knows that, and will definitely play a factor in the pitch selection right here as he throws a fastball for a strike to Tristan to make it 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here. If you're Jared Halter in the spot you also dream about being in, if you're Tristan Howe right now.
And I think if you're Jared, and I don't know what Riley told him, but I think you know this is your last hitter and you're emptying the tank right here.
Howe fouls one off the first base line, stays maybe in the park. I can't tell down there.
I think it was just outside.
Another great hustle job right there by Ty Boozer, chasing that thing all the way out of here.
You know, if you're Jared Halter, you don't really probably want it to go 3-2. So I'm going to say probably coming right at Tristan right here.
And he does. Great pitch. Leaves runners on second and first for the Leopards. Great strikeout right there from Jared Halter. Liberty-Eylau can't get any across. Score stays 8-2. And as they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today.
And we are back here as the Liberty-Eylau Leopards are taking on the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Jared Halter will be up to start the top of the sixth inning for the Hawks, who are winning 8-2. Cal Jones is now on the mound for the Leopards. What do you know about Cal, Jay?
Well, he definitely is a competitor, and this is going to be bookend with coming in to finish this game with big brother before him to try to get Liberty-Eylau just back into this game.
And Jay said Cal, but this is actually Tristan Howe on the mound.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw number 3.
Yeah, Tristan Howe is on the mound, not Cal. So.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
But he comes in, Tristan comes in, first pitch strike to Jared, followed by the breaking ball for a ball. So the Hawks have 2, 3, 4 up. Jared Halter, J.M. Long, and Cade Martin, who have kind of all been the success for the Hawks so far, as Jared hits a long fly ball to center field for the first out of the inning.
Tracked down out there by Aiden Easter, center fielder for Liberty-Eylau.
It's kind of a weird sky right now. He's got a different angle than us, but kind of looked like he might have lost it at the end. But first out of the inning for the Leopards to bring up J.M. Long for the Hawks.
That one gets away from Mr. Howe, bringing up ball number 1. Yeah, I think they call this guy right here Twilight.
I'm normally waking up from my nap right now, so I'm not normally outside during the twilight.
Howe comes across the plate. J.M. Long took a big hack at it.
You know, speaking of the sky and just outside, I got to really give a compliment to Coach Fowler and his entire staff. I mean, for it to be March, the field's green, and obviously they mowed it today. I mean, it looks good, and I know they put a lot of pride into it and got the new fence and all that stuff. So happy for those guys and the job they've done and to be able to broadcast here tonight.
Exactly. A few improvements around the ballparks, new gates up, new signs up. You mentioned the new fence they put in last year, got it topped off with the yellow trimming this year. It just looks really good out here. It looks like a great ballpark.
Yeah, I can remember when Rick Fowler was still here. We come over here 05, 06. It was still all chain link back then. So, won the state championship in 06 and got the new dugouts in the last 15 years. Rick and Zach both have put a lot of pride, and so has the community, into this field. And now it's one of the nicer ones. So really happy for those guys and everything they've been able to do.
Pitch comes in high.
I'm a fan anytime that you can keep grass. You got a lot of high schools that are switching to the turf, and
So the thing about the grass is you got to have resources. You got to have water. You got to be able to seed it. You got to have mow it. Really, ideally, more than once a week. So, his entire staff, and he's got the best staff you could ask for. It's more than one person out here taking care of it. So,
J.M. Long reaches out and pokes one left center there. It's going to be tracked down and caught.
It's a great catch by Colin Evans. Fantastic catch.
Colin Evans and Aiden Easter, probably two of your faster outfitters in this district right there, chasing that ball.
Yeah, Colin Evans is really somebody I've known since he was born. Kelly Turner, his mom, and his older brother. So getting to watch him grow up and kind of turn into a great outfielder and just a great player. He's batting over 400 on the year. So super happy for him and his family. He's really worked hard, and it's an unbelievable catch for the second out.
Great pitch right there for strike one. And Tristan Howe. Caden Martin, who we've already seen homer in this game. Got to watch out what you're throwing across the plate to him. He starts him off with a breaking ball.
Yeah, he's looking like the MVP of the game so far, and I'm sure he's trying to add on as he fouls off the fastball he probably wanted right there.
Great effort over there down the first baseline by Dylan Neighbors. Tries to rob that foul ball over there, and kind of ran into the fence a little hard.
Yeah, he's going to have some chain link fence marks on his chest.
Most definitely, but great hustle nonetheless. Another thing about this ballpark, there's a lot of foul territory here. A lot of chance for you to run over and make a play if you got the hustle about you. And we've seen that a few times tonight.
Yeah, almost too much. I mean, we've seen a couple times Ty Boozer and now Neighbors. I mean, they're doing everything they can to get out. But
Caden Martin goes upstairs and grabs that one.
Another barrel by Caden Martin. Really good swing for an out in center field again.
Shoots that one out to Aiden Easter, who grabs it for the third out. Pleasant Grove does not strike in that inning. 8-2, still your scores. They take a small break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back for some bottom of the sixth action here. Liberty-Eylau up to bat. Going to have W.T. Jones starting off the inning for the Leopards, batting .537 on the season, 22 hits, 15 RBIs, and 7 extra base hits.
He's looking to make it 8 right here if I had to guess.
Well, if I had to guess, he'd hit. If he could do it, he'd hit a 6-run home run right here.
I'm going to say he's not looking to hit an infield single. It's a good pitch by Jared Halter at the bottom of the zone right there.
Well, the best thing going for Pleasant Grove is the most that he can score right now is 1.
Exactly. Another one that looked good from here falls outside for ball number 2. Comes inside 3-0.
We got balls everywhere but in the zone right now. I mean, there's balls everywhere.
Pitch on the way. going to be high. W.T. Jones ends up on first base.
4 straight pitches puts the first runner on base for Liberty-Eylau this inning.
Britton Pipes comes up to bat. He's batting .519 on the season, 27 hits, 16 RBIs, and 5 extra base hits for the Leopards. We're going to have a balk called.
He licked his lip. Or
licked his fingers too many times, or you can't do it.
He's got to go to his pan. After he licks, he's got to go to the. He's got to wipe it off.
Runner on second. Nobody out here for Jared Halter and the Hawks. Britton Pipes up to bat.
It's amazing the things that can happen when you just get on base.
Getting on base is definitely the key. You never know, like you said, what could happen. We just had a balk send the guy to.
I mean, we got 300 people here and nobody knew what happened. I think he just balked.
He just got him forward again. That sends W.T. Jones all the way to third. We got Caden Morton and Coach Fincher coming out to find out what's going on.
I don't need your help. Let's go.
It's really, again, just an unfortunate thing. Jared's thrown so well.
Doing a great job, and you know we talk about this from time to time when this comes up. You know, you never want to do anything to hurt the kids. So,
well, I mean, you got a 4-man crew. Just again, not to, you know, you don't ever want to make it about anything than what's going on. And I'm sure Jared will tell you if he just doesn't throw 4 balls out of the zone, we don't have to worry about any of this. Very unfortunate for the way he's pitched to kind of right now the highlight be something that has nothing to do with baseball.
Pitch comes across the plate for a strike. 1-1 your count now. Runner on third, nobody out. And Jared Halter comes right back for strike number 2.
Getting him back in the windup probably ended up being a blessing in disguise.
1 falls off the plate. Ball number 2. Great pitch right there. Gets Britton Pipes leaning. Fouls that one off. Great pitch from Jared Halter. Strikes out Britton Pipes. 1 out, man on third for the Leopards. Bringing up Dylan Garden, the catcher.
Yeah, Garden singled his first at bat and grounded out to third last time. So, big run out there, trying to chip away any way you can. Obviously, you don't want to leave him at third with no outs.
Garden hits one to the shortstop, J.M. Long. He's going to throw it across. Boos are able to scoop it. That's going to be out number 2. The Liberty-Eylau will score one as W.T. Jones comes across the plate, making your score 8-3 now.
Yeah, I mean, great play by J.M. to start it. I mean, really just a phenomenal play by Ty Boozer to pick that ball to give 2 outs for the Hawks right here.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove being up 8-3, they'll trade it out for a run the rest of the game.
Aiden Easter up to bat. Long foul ball out to the parking lot. Just hit Cam's truck. Oh, 1 is your count. Also gets Easter swinging on strike 2 as well.
It's a good swing right there and a good pitch by Jared. So, Jared's got him 0-2. I know they put a few balls in play today on him with 0-2. You got to think that he is looking to end this thing in a hurry and not give up a 0-2 bleeder.
Count now 1-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ball low. Makes the count 2-2 for Aiden Easter.
Big pitch right here for Jared.
Gets away from him, bounces back to the backstop. Makes the count full here with 2 outs.
Yeah, you really need anything but a walk right here. Hayden's been in the box the entire time ready to hit, so he's
Pokes one out there to second base. Brent Clark scoops it up. That's going to be out number 3 for the Hawks as they come off. 8-3 is your new scores. Liberty-Eylau strikes in that inning. W.T. Jones crosses the plate. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back. Top of the 7th inning, Hunter Rose up to bat for the Hawks. Hitting .468 on the season, 22 hits, 13 RBIs, and 12 extra base hits. First pitch strike.
Hunter doubled earlier. He's flown out to right. He's doubled to right, and he flied out to shortstop. So perfect leadoff to have up for the Hawks right here to try to add another one as he flips the ball to left field.
That's going to be a hard catch there. Kyle Jones gets to it easy. Out there in no man's land, kind of. Out number 1 for Tristan Howe and the Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
That'll bring up William Buck Anderson for the Hawks with 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Comes across low. Ball 1. Another one comes in just low. 2-0 is your count. Tristan Howe's come in and done a pretty decent job. Really a great job in this ballgame.
Yeah, he's, we said earlier, he just needs to give the Leopards a chance, and that's what they've done. I mean, they've been able to get 1 back. Unfortunately, it's not changed much, but it's putting them 1 run closer, and Tristan's just keep getting outs on the mound to give them a chance, and he's left them where they're at when he came in. As Buck takes a good swing straight back.
2-2 is your count now. After that foul ball by Buck Anderson, Tristan Howe sets up. Great pitch from Tristan Howe as he strikes out Buck Anderson.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a strike if it's not an 8-3 game, but unfortunately that's the 3rd strikeout in a row for Buck, who probably too close to take either way.
Well, in the second that he has watched, but that one was close.
First pitch to Mr. Spencer Browning here. That one falls just off the plate. Ball 1.
Spencer singled his last at bat. He is also K'd and grounded out to 3rd. So
got a pop up coming straight over here. Jay's got to catch this one. Right behind us in the booth here.
There's a chance that we have been disconnected with everybody running over the courts.
No doubt about that.
Well, Morgan waved me off and said he wasn't paying workman's comp, so I backed off.
1-1 pitch on the way to Spencer Browning here. Just off the plate, making it 2-1.
It's a good swing by Spencer.
Great swing and a good pitch as well by Tristan Howe.
I've gotten old enough to really appreciate the swings and the outs and all that stuff more so than just the final score. And some of these young kids are really using these at bats late, like a Spencer right here, to try to turn it into a hot streak, really. So with all the games they play in conference and the rainouts and all those things, one at bat can bust somebody out. And these guys have done a really good job of keeping their best swings late into the game, even though it's really, scores a little bit out of play here.
Well, I think you can even speak to a little bit on the pitching side of that too. I mean, these are learning opportunities for Tristan as well.
Most
I
definitely.
mean, he's been able to, sit down the last 5 Hawks he's faced.
Gonna have a pop-up right here in foul territory. How great hustle, not able to get to it. But we talk about the youth of both of these programs, and then you talk about a game like this when you got a top 10 matchup inside your city. These at bats and these outings on the mound, and every ball that's hits you out there in the field, these are chances to cement yourself in your program with these. So I think every at bat and every opportunity in these ball games are bigger than most.
Oh yeah, and I mean it takes. I mean, as a really good player, one swing could change everything for you. I mean, you could, when you're young, you're figuring out on the fly, and you're getting all these at-bats and ground balls and opportunities on the mound. I mean, sometimes it clicks, and just a great environment for these guys right here. And, Tristan come in really with house money down 5, and just have done a fantastic job of just getting outs any way you can.
Sitting here full count to Spencer Browning. Gets him on the strikeout. Tristan Howell gets out of the inning unharmed again. 8-3 is still your score. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, we'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we're back live for the bottom of the 7th inning here. Liberty-Eylau trailing 8-3 to the Pleasant Grove Hawks. With a chance to, or their last chance right here to make something happen in this ballgame.
Well, I've already shared early in the broadcast, 5 runs is nothing for Liberty-Eylau. We've already seen that happen for them early in the season, and why not tonight?
Exactly. We know they're no stranger to a come-from-behind victory here. You got Colin Evans coming up to bat, a guy that could be a great leadoff for you in a situation like this.
Yeah, this is his second time leading off, so, he's been in this situation already and built to be a leadoff hitter. So, Jay, what do you have for Jared's pitch count right now?
He is going to be approaching 100.
Yeah, I said in the 5th inning I thought he was done, so that just shows you what kind of announcer I am. So it'll be interesting to see how many outs he'll be able to get here in the 7th for the Hawks.
Sitting at a 2-1 count right now to Colin Evans as Jared Halter approaches triple digits in the pitch count. Evans fouls one straight, or hits one straight up to the third baseman, Spencer Browning. Runs a little bit on him, but he's under it and makes the catch. Out number 1.
Yeah, it's, you just look at those guys out there. I mean, you got just 4 phenomenal athletes, all college, real baseball players, and you go, who's going to catch this ball? And luckily Spencer was able to come with it, kind of tailed on him at the end, but was able to catch that for the first out for Jared.
Yeah, I didn't expect any of those to say you got it at the end.
It was impressive that Jared didn't run over and catch it, just knowing him.
1-1 right here. Dylan but we talked about it all year. They've hit the ball well 1 through 9, so these guys have got to step up right here to give themselves a chance.
Yeah, Neighbors is doubled already today.
Jared Halter's going to get Neighbors on the strikeout, looking right there for out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th.
I mean, this is just an impressive outing for me to watch Jarrett. Looks like we may see a change now.
You know, this is the 9-hole for the Leopards. I mean, there's a chance that Cal won't get to hit for a 4th time. And if you would have said, hey, what do the Leopards got to do? To win, I would have said, hey, Cal WT is going to have to hit 4 times. I mean, they're going to have 4 at-bats to score some runs. So just great job by the Hawks pitching staff to really limit and keep them at a minimum and make sure that those guys didn't get very many at-bats today. Hunter Rose looks like coming in for the Hawks with 2 outs here in the 7th. I'm assuming Jared hit his pitch counter, was close enough to do something.
Yeah, he's well over 100 pitches. Great night for him.
Great night for Halter on the mound. Great night for Pleasant Grove so far in this ball game. Hunter Rose is coming in, had pitched with the lead. Get out of here. He doesn't have to come out here and overthrow or do anything like that. He can come out here and throw strikes, fill it up, and let this defense go ahead and close this thing out.
Well, when you think about some of the great left-handers that Pleasant Grove's had, I mean, White and Buchanan and just all those guys, man. I mean, Hunter Rose has got a chance to be as special as anybody. And just for him to get a little bit of work in such a big rivalry game as a 15-year-old freshman is something that I'm assuming Riley had in the back of his mind, and something I know that will probably play dividends in later on. Is it's still a huge crowd out here, and I know it still means something to these kids. So just to get Hunter a little bit of work, hopefully, I'm assuming he's hoping it's not much work, but just to get a little bit of work on the mound is something that won't go unnoticed for him and Coach Fincher and the Hawks tonight.
Exactly. Also another great time to bring a young guy in a situation where you get to see what he's got and see where his heart is as well. You're up big in this game, and he's got to come in and close it out. You never know what's going to happen down the road and in the playoffs, so this could be something that they look back on as a good teaching point for Rose.
Well, not even down the road in the playoffs. I mean, you think 2 or 3 years, I mean, they got a chance to be so special on the mound. Luke Flanagan, sophomore, Jared Halter, sophomore, Hunter Rose, freshman, and everybody forgets about, Lance Jackson, who is hurt, not able to play this year with a football injury, but he's been up to 93 also. So they got so many young, good arms that are just special, and not only for this year, but just for the future as well. So Hunter Rose is definitely one of the catalysts for that young group of kind of superstar arms.
1-0 pitch to Hagen Powers here. Call for a strike. 1-1 now is your count.
Hagen has struck out tonight and also was hit by a pitch. It's a great pitch by Hunter down in the zone.
Called low and in for ball number 2. Runs inside again. It's going to be 3-1 now to Hagen Powers.
Yeah, not ideal, and it just looking at Hunter and seen him throw more than enough. I mean, it's almost like he's guiding instead of pitching, and he's trying a little bit hard not to mess up right here, but not really the hitter or the situation to do that. And this will be a huge payoff pitch right here as it goes 3-2.
3-2 now your count after the swing and strike from Hagen Powers.
Well, a freshman coming straight in from center field, not having thrown very much.
And we have no idea if he was throwing down there or not as he strikes out.
And there is strikeout number 3, and that's going to be the ball game as Pleasant Grove takes this one 8-3 in game number 1 of a 3-game series here in this district. I want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors helping us out here: Greg Orr, State Bank, TEC, and Total Medical Supply. And we are Texarkana Game Day. We'll see you next time.